Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to start this second map of Faze taking on Godsent. We saw Faze Clan win out the first one 16-12 in a rather fast manner. It was a high-paced game. There was a lot of action going on, so I expect nothing less coming into Inferno. Blur, your initial take on the map of Inferno between these two teams?
I think it's going to play out a little bit more traditionally, right? Like in Inferno's map, we're going to be seeing the team just pushing in time and time again. Even Faze, I don't think will be just running a banana or mid like 15 times out of all the 15 rounds they have here. But there's going to be Faze starting on the T side, and now Godsent on, some people might say, the more favorable side. We do have the smoke, nade, and a flashbang purchase of crystal. No kits on the side of Godsent. That's interesting because for Faze, they have a lot of utility. They have Coulter and Nico, the two stars of the team with the smoke, a couple of flashbangs, a Molotov, and an extra smoke as well. And they're going to be coming and charging in. It's going to be Sticko opening things up, and a push from Rain and Bimas. They're going to find a couple of kills real quick.
And they're just gonna continue super aggressive, getting the bomb down within the first 25 seconds of the round. And now, as you said, it is a 3 versus 4 retake coming in from Godsent. And as you pointed out, there is no kit available, not at the moment at least. Crystal with a smoke and a flash, maybe can give them some cover. Much needed. Bimas in a good position here though with the Glock. If he can find the first kill, that should be it. Rain gets it towards Maiden, and I think this is going to be it. This retake looks highly unlikely to happen for Godsent to finish it off with Cold Zero now. Faze Clan again, exactly as we were talking about, picking it up where they left it on Nuke. Super high pace, super aggressive, and a nice push in towards this big bomb site.
Yeah, this is different aggression though, right, Pimp? I mean, if you look at Nuke, that was more like just running in, hoping to get the trades going their way. This was much more methodical. They had the game plan in mind. It was fast, but there was a plan behind it. And for Godsent, they're going to be feeling a little frustrated with that. Even the retake, they need to make it a little bit more quicker because they didn't have the kit. And of course, they got picked apart there one by one. Force by coming in for the side of Godsent. They got a few nades in the hands of Madden, Zen, and Crystal. Sticko with the scout and the nade in turn from Faze, doing so much damage to the Crystal and Zen. You see the 3 stack from Godsent right now. They have placed 3 players towards the B side, but as time does slowly start to whittle away, we might see Zen slowly falling back, but no. He's going to be sticking on around. We just see 4 players of Faze slowly make that 5 players inching their way towards B, and they're just going to be going for the hit here, Pin.
Yeah, that is quite questionable, but I guess you have to follow through with it. Bimas, Rain finding one each, and what was looking a bit dangerous for Faze Clan all of a sudden looks like it's a walk in the park, a 5 versus 3 bomb down. It should be relatively easy for Faze Clan to shut down this round. Now, I do agree with you. It's just blindly going into the bomb side. Again, if you're looking at Counter-Strike, if you're comparing a Faze Clan to an Astralis, for an example, you can just see the difference in approach. Faze Clan taking risk, taking gambles, but getting away with it because they have such strong individual players. Neither is necessarily right or wrong, dare I say, right? It's just 2 different ways of approaching Counter-Strike and 2 different ways at looking at Counter-Strike. And that's cool to see that some of the top teams out there are not all trying to copy each other. Faze Clan playing super aggressive, taking big risk, but also getting the big dollar out of it when it works out. 2-0 for them, and a strong start to this game as well.
Yeah, the only complaint I believe we all had about that about the T-side of Nuke was the fact that, well, they were running in and doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting things to change. And as we all know, that is the definition of insanity. But here it's different. Here, you know, it's Inferno, it plays out differently. And I like this from Faze. It's kind of like a vulgar display of power, showing, trying to intimidate Godsent into submission, showing that we are the better team, we have the better individual players, and we will completely dominate you. We will force you to play scared. And I think that's an interesting tactic because Godsent, again, bear in mind, we've been talking about Bimas as a new player coming in for Faze, but let's not forget for Farlig, it's his first time in this roster as well. He needs to find time to kind of feel comfortable in his lineup, and this could make things troublesome for Godsent, you know? When the pressure mounts, whatever game plan you had in mind trying to take down Faze, it could potentially fall apart. So I agree with you, Pimp. You know, this style in this map in particular could work out. And here comes a play again, but Sticko, blinded or not, he gets a kill, looking for more, but Nico and Rain, they deny him.
Farley as well, getting taken out by a grenade of Nikos, and again, Godsent will have to give up before it even began. Dare I say, Crystal saving a USB, Maiden saving a Deagle, I believe it is, and at this point, there's nothing they can do to change the outcome of this round. As you were talking about before, the fact that FaZe Clan is practicing this new style, I'd say, especially on a map like Inferno, you know, being so aggressive, being so hyperactive.